So, let's go. Who are you guys? What's happening here?
Yeah. We're Lowered A.D. from Southern Illinois. We like to play hardcore music. Yep. I'm Kyle. I'm the guitarist for Lowered A.D. I'm from Southeast Missouri, the only one that has to drive any sort of distance to play music with these guys.
So is it worth it?
It's very worth it.
Good stuff.
I'm David. I play drums in Lowered. I'm from Southern Illinois. It's been a blessing to be able to come to New York and do stuff like this, and I really appreciate everything we've been getting done. So
it's awesome. Yeah, man.
I'm Tony. I play bass, and yeah, I'm from Southern Illinois too. Just kind of fit in.
Good
the rest of it.
Cool.
My name is Jamal. I play guitar in Lowered A.D. Also from Southern Illinois. It's about 17 hours from where we are right now. Just kind of a testament to how far we have to drive just to play shows, because we live in a black hole. So like the nearest town is like St. Louis, and it's like 2.5 hours. So, but it's cool. These are all my best friends, and we play music and love it.
Pretty awesome. Yeah, man.
My name is Jonathan. I'm from Southern Illinois. I actually moved there from Cape Girardeau, which I moved to Cape Girardeau for my old band, and then we kind of just got bored and went on hiatus, and I met all these guys through, you know, the scene and everything, and we ended up just coming together as musicians and being like, wow, man, we're really talented. What are we doing just sitting on our asses? But I mean, hey, we're doing what we do, and we're pretty privileged to be here right now. This is saying a lot for us.
For sure. Well, Albany's a town with a lot of history. You know, people hear New York hardcore, they think New York City hardcore. But of course, there's been a huge scene in Long Island for decades, and Albany. You know, I'm from Canada, and the Albany and Syracuse scenes, Buffalo, obviously, Scott Vogel, Snapcase, Every Time I Die. You know. The update's been extremely strong, you know. Mm-hmm. It's argued that more great bands have come out of the upstate and all the different towns here than came out of the city. Obviously, some great bands came out of New York City. We know that. But if you guys are in a remote part of Illinois, how did you come to, I guess, this style of music? And what were the bands that got you into, the gateway bands that got you into this kind of style?
That's a good question.
Well, I think we all watched the Nails This Is Hardcore set.
Oh, fuck.
2013.
Yeah,
we watched that
1,000
set,
times.
When we started this band, we probably all watched that set like 5 times a day.
God, just seeing the energy that Nails brings at every set is amazing. But not only that, but I mean, like, they do so well what many bands before them have done, but they've just taken it in a whole new direction that's fresh and appealing. I mean, other bands have done it as well, like, you know, Harm's Way, Disgrace, you know, a lot of the Closed Casket bands have as well. It's just really nice. I mean, that's the stuff that we really dig. You know, we heard that stuff. I know for at least me and Jamal have been like the oldest friends in this, and I know that we both started out in like really early, like just generic punk, and worked our way into like, I don't know, like I had like an Obituary CD when I was like 13. And then I was like, holy shit, this is rad. And then like after that, I mean, like, which is crazy because we're in New York, but like Madball is like one of my favorite bands. And it's a lot of people's favorite bands, but I mean, like hearing that and Obituary, especially coming from the punk that I was like raised on and the bands that I started in when I was younger, that's what kind of pushed me in the direction that we are right now. I know that it's kind of the same for everybody else, but I mean, well, it's what we listened to as kids. It's where we came from. We didn't have much influences for like peers or anything. There was nobody like that was amazing in our, you know, scene or venues or anything like that. So we just kind of had to do everything ourselves, like find our own way and our own, you know, musical genre to fit in. And you know, it was the hardcore scene. I mean, really, when it comes down to it, I mean, hardcore was accepting to us. It appealed to us. It's, you know, what we ended up growing up into. You know, we didn't start there, but we ended there.
Yeah. You know, between all the struggles in my life, it's what put me into this kind of music. It drove me underground to find some kind of common ground with other people and try to find some answers and just some similar kind of, you know, anger and I guess just art that reflected how I felt and all the crap that happened to me growing up. So I know a lot of people have gone through shit that gets them into this kind of music. You know, you can be a happy person and do this kind of stuff, but you probably went through some shit in your life. I think it's what kind of connects all of us, no matter what the style or the sound is bands play. You know, so what are some of the, I guess, real life things that happened to you guys that maybe some of, you know, the kids watching could identify with? Maybe they can't, but individual struggles, shit you guys went through as people that I guess made you who you are.
Well, basically, like, I grew up and kind of not fitting in with everyone, and like when I got to go to shows and stuff, like, it was kind of like an escape from what was real. But I mean, I got to like meet people that were also like different than everybody else, and I grew up through like metalcore and stuff, and then like I finally like met these guys, and they're like, and like I found out that like hardcore is like a family. Like, I mean, I can depend on any of these guys for anything I need. Like, it's like, and metalcore was like, oh, we play music together. Like, I mean, in hardcore, it's like I meet people that I've never met before, and I feel as comfortable with them as I do with my family. Like, I mean, yeah. And that's what makes hardcore for me. So
yeah, man, it's cool.
Lack of family.
Yeah.
I mean, growing up not having anybody, kind of having to do everything on your own. I mean, that's a lot of fucking teen angst to grow up with.
Yeah, growing up as an angry person, definitely, you know, you have people you can relate to a lot of, you know. I have really bad, like, anxiety problems and anger problems, and it's crazy to think that I'm here right now, you know, and I just played in front of all these people, and I actually, you know, felt comfortable doing it. It's
great.
I don't know, it's
one of the
only
things that can make me feel that way.
It's kind of different for me because, like, I've never been like an angry person, but I'd say I've definitely been very lonely at times. Like, because there was a while, like, I used to be in a bunch of like shitty metalcore bands, and like we'd be like touring, and my friend Jake was the vocalist in my band, and me and him, we were on our way home from a show, and like almost hit a deer and flipped the SUV we were in, and he like died on impact, and I was just beat the fuck up, like head to toe. I was in the hospital for like 3 months, and like something like that, and that happened like right when I turned 18. So like I felt like I just lost a big chunk of my life. Like, all this other stuff was going on that I had no idea, and music was always that sort of like sanctuary. It was my salvation. Like, just being able to play music and like allow people to feel the way that I would feel when I heard something cool. Like, it always just picked me up and makes you feel good inside. When you can share that, especially with like friends that also play music, that's just rad.
For sure. Yeah, there's a community aspect, you know. Growing up, I didn't have much of a community back home. Neighbors were all assholes. There was other kids in the neighborhood. I hated the people at school. So I didn't really, you know, get handed a community. And then obviously, you know, religion wasn't a factor in my life either. So I didn't really have any kind of community or group of people that shared common interests with. The music's what brought me to this community decades ago, and it's what keeps me here. I say the music brought me here, the friendships keep me here. You know?
Oh yeah, I mean, I completely agree with that. Like, one of the most profound moments I've ever had playing music wasn't even like a crowd reaction. It was the fact that me and Jamal's older hardcore band that we were in together, the very first time he stood like out of his wheelchair, like out of being in the hospital, was our very first show that we played together. And it was just kind of like, holy shit, like, this is real. I mean, like, this is happening. And I feel like if it wasn't for like the motivation of the music, like, I know it's cliche as fuck, but I mean, like anger, emotion, sadness, all that stuff that fuels people to push themselves. And I mean, and that's literally, like, in the Midwest, that's all we've got. I mean, we don't, like, when we grow up, like, we're almost taught that we have like no hope. Like, that we're pretty much we're gonna, you know, be born in this town, we're gonna die in this town. Yeah. And we're just trying to fucking squash that and just try and move at our own pace forward and try and get out. And like, this is a huge step you know, like being in this band and doing what we're doing right now, like I couldn't ask for any better experience than this.
Yeah, I mean, like we've come from being stuck, like perpetually stuck in our black hole of the Midwest for so long, and like in the past 4 months after this weekend, we will have traveled like the entire nation.
Yeah, California to New York.
Just amazing. Like, and especially like first going to California and being able to record with Taylor Young, like someone who plays in a band that we totally look up to, and like it's just awesome. Like meeting all these new people, and all these people like they're letting us put our foot in the door, and they're like, you play good stuff, and like they really enjoy it, and that's incredible.
Great, bro. I mean, these are experiences that you don't buy. You know, in fact, you gotta almost buy in. You gotta pay to record, pay to travel, pay to eat, you know, but you know, it enables you to access, I guess, a community of people that actually, you know, care about each other and are interested in good music and hearing young bands come in, and you know, they're not elitist. It's funny, like the metalcore crowd's very elitist, but then it disappears a year or 2 years later. That fucking crowd just disappears, you know. Whereas in the hardcore scene and with, you know, metal, you know, hardcore's always embraced metal, of course. You guys are very, very much a metal hardcore band, you know, as are Stigmata, you know, for example. So I mean, metal's not a bad thing. It's not a bad word, you know.
I love that word.
That's a good word. It's my favorite word.
We love metal.
Oh yeah. So yeah, other struggles, daily struggles, shit back home. What kind of stuff you guys go through to
Jobs.
Yeah.
The lack thereof.
Yeah, the lack thereof. Opportunity. That's it. In one word, opportunity.
I had to quit my job just to go record our full length with Taylor. Like,
yeah.
Having to keep up with daily lives and like relationships with like your family and like girlfriends and stuff. It's just like having to like find that priority and like that motivation to like make the band your life. Because I mean, there's so many bands with so much talent that like they have all the hopes in the world, but the motivation to actually like that, I don't really know what it's going to bring to me, but I'm all in. Like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to go to New York. I'm going to go to California. I mean, there's so many bands that just miss the opportunity, and like trying to find that motivation around like a daily job and like bills and everything. It's a struggle, but I mean, it's all about what you want to do with it. So,
For sure.
Like, I'm in a family business, and like it's hard to find a good balance between like family and job and band, but I mean, we make it work the best we can. Like, it's hard to just pick up and go whenever you want, but at the end of the day, like, what really matters is the music and how badly you want to play it and how badly you want to do whatever it takes to get there. So, and I feel like we all have a strong bond, and we all have that goal in mind.
yeah, us being good friends and stuff really makes it a lot easier. Like, I mean, there's a lot of bands that go on the road and like can hardly stand to be around the people that we're with, but I mean, like, we hang out like almost every day. Like, I mean, like,
More than I'd like to.
yeah, yeah. Like, I mean, we.
Lots of great bands as well. But it's great to see you guys bringing the heavy to Albany. People appreciate it here.
Yeah, we appreciate them appreciating it. It's fresh. You know, it's just a breath of fresh air. Seriously.
random band from
Middle of nowhere.
And they're gonna drive all the way up here, and we'll let them play second. Like, all right, cool.
Fuck yeah. Thank you. Like, if there's one thing I had to say to Albany, it'd be like, thank you. Like, really, that'd be it. You know, it's an awesome experience. I mean, that's just it.
Well, welcome to the family. Welcome to the hood.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
We know the hood.
And travel safe, guys. We'll leave it at that for this time. And words of wisdom to young people out there who are struggling. Words of wisdom, stuff you, I guess, use to get by in life.
Don't give up. Don't take shit from anybody. Like, I mean, if you want to do something, if you want to live your life how you, like a certain way, even if it's not accepted, like, I mean, you only have one chance to do this. Like, I mean, do it how you want it, and don't let anybody tell you not to. So
Try to stay positive, mainly. Like, it's hard to stay positive in certain situations, but in the end, positivity and a good attitude will get you a long way. And I feel like that's one of the main things that what keeps me going day by day, just with a good outlook on life and a strong urge to make my life better every chance I get.
Well said. Well said.
For our area, start a band.
Oh yeah.
That doesn't sound like that. That'd be great. But
That band's up next, by the way.
oh, they are? Oh, okay. No, start a band.
Yeah.
Start a band, please. Like, we're all normal human beings. Like, we all live normal lives. Like, it's not like we're, Van Halen or anything out here. Like, every dude that I've ever met in a hardcore band, well, most hardcore bands are just real. They're just like anybody else. And for our scene, I would just like to see more bands, like more people that care.
We started this band not even a year ago, and it started pretty much as just let's have fun, let's write a few songs. If you told me that in a year we would have been to LA and to New York, I would have laughed. Yeah. But if you want something bad enough,
Yeah, just don't think that you can't do it, because I mean, we've all came from nothing, and I mean, we're making an impact. Like, I mean, we're doing stuff that we didn't think we could do. So just don't give up on your dreams, because it's very possible.
Yeah, I'd just like to extend what Kyle said. I mean, like, it's all about keeping your perspective in check, because I mean, we've all been to hell and back, and like, things are only as bad as you make them out to be. Like, you can be in the shittiest place, but if you keep your head straight and you stay positive and you just keep working and trying, then that's all that matters, and you'll get to where you need to be.
Totally good advice. Totally good advice. For sure, man. Well, thanks for your time, guys. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We're pretty fucking heavy tonight. It's great.
Thank you.
And let's hope to see you back in Albany and hopefully up in Canada soon as well.
Oh, yeah,
We would love to.
definitely.
We would seriously love to.
Let's make it happen.
Deal.
Cheers,
All right.
boys. Thank you.